Hello, I'm Danette Hopke with UW-Madison Division of Extension, and on today's Parenting Behind the Behavior, I am going to talk about helping children learn from their mistakes. When we make mistakes, we all have opportunities to learn and grow. The language that we use can determine if children feel shame or guilt, or if they see their mistakes as an opportunity for growth. Dr. Shure notes that one way to help children succeed without giving up is to help them consider other people's points of view. If we want children to understand our point of view, we must first show them that we care about and understand theirs. She notes that by saying things like "put your mind to it" or "try harder," children often hear judgment and accusation. By putting ourselves in the place of the child and considering what it would be like to hear the words that we are using when they have made a mistake, we begin to consider their perspective. When we begin to appreciate the struggle or the challenge that children are experiencing, we can communicate with empathy. This models for children both perspective taking and considering others' emotions. Dr. Shure offers 3 ideas for doing this. First, providing opportunities for children to speak about how they think and feel, and actively listening to them with our full attention. Letting children know that their opinions and their perspective is valued. And finally, allowing children to find their own effective solutions. When children realize that adults are trying to understand their perspective and feelings, they are able to keep that thinking brain engaged and consider a new way to solve their dilemma or to learn from their mistakes. When these problem-solving skills are strengthened, so is a child's resilience, which helps them to bounce back from the challenges and struggles that life will hold. To help children be able to find those effective solutions on their own, we want to be sure to acknowledge and praise their thinking process. Often, as adults, we can have a solution or an answer to a dilemma in our minds, and our impatience or our desire to make things better moves us to interrupt the child's thinking by telling them what to think or do. Instead, we want to praise their idea generation. So instead of saying something like, "Is that a good idea or not a good idea?" which implies judgments of their thoughts, we can instead ask them to generate many different ideas by saying things like, "What other ideas do you have?" Dr. Shure also suggests using if questions to encourage a child's thinking, such as, "If you could do that again, what would you do?" Or, "If you could change one thing about that situation, what would you change?" If another's feelings need to be considered, we can also ask, "How might Sally feel with that solution?" We can help them evaluate the options they have identified through these types of questions and empower them to make their own decisions by saying something like, "You have come up with a lot of solutions. Which one would you like to try?" When children know they have the skills and the ability to find many different solutions to a problem, making a mistake does not result in feelings of failure, but instead an opportunity to try again. Thank you for joining me today. Be sure to watch our upcoming episodes of Parenting Behind the Behavior. And if you missed the previous episodes of our I Can Problem Solve series, I encourage you to check those out too.